couple of times. Do you think that Chiefs and Pirates could sustain a title challenge this season based on what you've seen facing them? With Sana's just still too strong this season.
I can't say. I'd love to answer your question, but I think it's not for me to comment there. You know, I can't. They've all strengthened their squads. They all look, you know, they all can play each other. And I do think there's a gap certainly with Pirates keeping the same squad and strengthening the squad. There's no doubt. Obviously, when they go to Africa, you know, let's see. But obviously the fixtures have been moved around a lot, so those type of things also happen. This was a January fixture, now it came up today, so yeah. It's not for me to say, sorry, it's not for me to say.
You from your team actually, even from the Rusters, and Chandra Campbell doing well.
See, I scored 2 goals against
He's got 2 goals, that must be a positive sign for you.
Pirates 3-1 last year, who scored?
and still on
year before Maseka, who scored? The year before, yeah, Maseka.
So coach, the Chandra one as well as the...
I should be an agent.
No. Coach, we're still here. Coach, I'm looking at the situation that you're facing now. The positive that the youth that you've been talking about is looking good. I mean, Ocon had a good game, and then Chandra is showing us as well that he's still quality. But then you're going to a Kaiser Chiefs over the weekend. How do you then pep up those players looking at how the situation has been heads down?
No. I think there's more disappointment. I thought Saturday we played really well. I mean, the scoreline, you think I got Roxy made, but I thought the scoreline, you know, was that a true reflection of that game? We chased it, and we had some big chances. Oh, man. But they broke out, they got the quality, final third, boom, goal, you know. So, yeah, you've got to take it on the chin, give them credit. Like I say, with Pirates, they've got pace. You know, those players that were with us have come into their own now, the talents, the Iniestas, Patrick. You know, Patrick was in the street. I took him off the street, Patrick. Me. Yeah. Now he's here 1 year ago. Anyway, thank you. Any other questions?
Coach, I'm still running the pressing.
You from your team actually, even from the Rusters, and Chandra Campbell doing well.
See, I scored 2 goals against
He's got 2 goals, that must be a positive sign for you.
Pirates 3-1 last year, who scored?
and still on
the year before Maseka, who scored? The year before, yeah, Maseka.
So coach, the Chandra one as well as the...
I should be an agent.
Yeah, Coach, we're still here. Coach, I'm looking at the situation that you're facing now. The positive that the youth that you've been talking about is looking good. I mean, Ocon had a good game, and then Chandra is showing us as well that he's still quality. But then you're going to a Kaiser Chiefs over the weekend. How do you then pep up those players looking at how the situation has been heads down?
No. I think there's more disappointment. I thought Saturday we played really well. I mean, the scoreline, you think I got Roxy made, but I thought the scoreline, you know, was that a true reflection of that game? We chased it, and we had some big chances. Oh, man. But they broke out, they got the quality, final third, boom, goal, you know. So, yeah, you've got to take it on the chin, give them credit. Like I say, with Pirates, they've got pace. You know, those players that were with us have come into their own now, the talents, the Iniestas, Patrick. You know, Patrick was in the street. I took him off the street, Patrick. Me. Yeah. Now he's here 1 year ago. Anyway, thank you. Any other questions?
Coach, I'm still running the pressing.
Your next match team that they come into the park?
I don't know. There's a lot of things you can do, you know. Believe you me, you know, we lost 2 games like this, but believe you me, there's not a head down situation. It was positive, you know. I'm the first person to see if anybody's slacking, but they're not. They're giving their all. You just need, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
We'll take the following 2 questions, starting with Mr. Mufukeng over here.
Coach Gavin, Brand Mufukeng, SABC Sport. Coach, you know, I know every season you probably look at the matches you want to play and where you want to, what competition you want to be playing for the season. And when you look at the mandate for the season, let's not talk about the mandate from the team. What were you, when you look at the season that season as it is for yourself, what would you say is a good season, given whatever results or where you finish at the end of the season? And I know I spoke to Stan sometime, he said there should be a season where you could probably go for one trophy from a cup point of view. When you look at that and look at the amount of players, you just mentioned some of the players that are playing at other teams at the moment from a super sport point of view. You know, the balancing act, how do you get that right? And how long do you need for you to be able to get that right?
Well, it's very, very difficult at a club, you know, when the exit door is, you know, it's very difficult. And then it is what it is. I mean, that was explained to me when I came back here 3 years ago. I came back 3 years ago. They hadn't been in the top 4 in the 10 years I wasn't here. We came 3rd. Last year we came 7th by 1 point from 4th to go back in Africa after having to travel, you know, what we did with our squad. Playing all the kids in the Diski and then trying to get a team. Came back to Polokwane and playing up there. And, you know, so we suffered, especially in the second round. We suffered. But, hey, you know, give me a checkbook, I'll show you how to win the league. It's simple. But it doesn't work like that. We've got to groom, we've got to be patient, and we've caught the back end of playing the Sundowns away, playing the Chiefs away, playing Pirates away twice. It's Cape Town City and Cape Town. It's not easy, you know. We haven't had a nice run. I wouldn't say every game is winnable, but there's been a games where we could have, you know, had a bit of a run.
You obviously had a heavy defeat and going into this game, conceding so early as well. What would you say is the psychological factor that the team is currently facing in terms of?
Yeah, well, it looks like we were still, you know, in a bit of shock the first minute. Yeah, and obviously we, you know, get back from there and now go back up there. So yeah, it's not easy for us, for the squad of our size. We've lost, you know, a few players. Key players, and once we lose key players, you're gonna, and then you're playing the best sides. You know, these are the best sides: Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns. You're playing them. You know, and you're under strength. You're saying, well, okay, and then you know, we give a performance, we fight, we keep going, but obviously we lack experience, you know, and those type of things.